Today I'm going to talk to you about one of the exciting features of the Pros platform release on spring 2022. This feature is within Smart Price Optimization and Management, and it is the ability to simulate data and leverage pricing scenarios with multiple perspectives. At Pros, we understand that B2B sales interactions are becoming increasingly digital, and businesses must prepare to serve their customers consistently across channels. With the latest update to the Pros Smart Price Optimization and Management, this can help you accelerate your omni-channel strategies to develop, test, manage, and deploy multiple pricing optimization algorithms through a single pane of glass. Never has it been easier to rationalize and deliver optimized prices to provide consistent and exceptional customer experiences. This is an important step forward because simulation of data allows customers to better rationalize pricing methods and accelerate omni-channel strategies. I'm going to demonstrate two key benefits of the multiple perspectives feature. The first is that it allows users to simulate different sets of attributes, configurations, or even new Pros Science modules before choosing to activate them. In this example, I've set up two analyses that are both using data from my negotiated channel. One is using price as a metric, and one is using a margin percent as a metric. So to show you how easy it is to do this, I'm actually going to show you how to create a new analysis. I can go into my segmentation manager. Notice that I already have my negotiated data within a certain segmentation. I can easily click on add a new segmentation. I can choose a certain subset of my data or all of my data to include. And in this case, I'm going to be calling it negotiated margin metric and click continue. So I now can go through the rest of the steps of configuration, choosing my level of analysis, my customer level of analysis, the metric that I want to use, which in this case, I would want to switch to margin percent. And once I proceed completing my segmentation, here I might map an additional value to provide the cost. I can continue to attributes and finish setting up my segmentation. So I'm actually going to show you an example of what this looks like once it's complete. Here I have already created a negotiated segmentation for price as a metric and another one with margin as a metric. And notice that both of these segmentations have the same data. They both are based on the same $1.1 billion sold in the last 3 months. So I can switch over to my margin as a metric and I notice the same data, although I do have different results because I have configured them differently. So I can look into both of my analyses, look at them side by side, and compare what the uplift that I get is when I use these different metrics. I can go into my analytics and look at how my attribute utilization looks like in my metric analysis, as well as my price analysis. And finally, I can also look into individual results. So for example, here I can open a specific product, inductor very small, and the customer Carson Inc., looking at the recommendation. And similarly, I can open up my margin as a metric analysis, look at the same product, the same customer, and look at how the recommendation changes when I'm using margin as a metric. So upon doing this analysis, I may choose to switch over my metric to the margin percent when I want to. I may also choose to use both of them in conjunction in different situations, depending on whether my costs are increasing or decreasing. The second thing I can do is enable and optimize an omni-channel strategy. So in this case, I have my negotiated analysis set up. And I have also set up another analysis with a subset of the data to be used in my e-commerce analysis. So this is an example that might come in useful when a business is moving part of their business or starting to set up an e-commerce channel where they're selling some or even all of their products through multiple channels. So you'll notice when I open my e-commerce analysis, I again can see my set of results, the uplift that I'm getting. I can also open specific recommendations. And here you'll notice these screens look a little bit different because the e-commerce or non-negotiated science is using a different type of science that's optimized for this particular non-negotiated selling motion. However, because I may have the same products on both my negotiated and my e-commerce channels, I can now use a feature like this to rationalize across these different analyses and create an omni-channel experience for my customer. So this might mean that a customer might first look at a public price on the web and note the price. But if they want to buy a higher volume or negotiate a contract for 2 years, they may then call into a salesperson who has access to both of these prices, and they may start a negotiation process for a higher volume contract. So returning to our two benefits, I've showed on the product how customers can use this new feature of smart price optimization and management to simulate different sets of configurations. And I've also showed how this enables users to better optimize and enable omni-channel strategies. For example, having both negotiated and non-negotiated channels. And you'll see throughout the process, the goal is for this to be a process that's easy, something that anyone can do with using the intuitive user workflows we have. We aim for this to be insightful, and we hope that this feature enables and empowers customers to understand their own businesses better and make self-service decisions throughout their usage of the PROS platform. Thank you.